Hey, Father Taylor here. It is a warm, which is really nice, warm August 1st, Thursday. And here's your weekly EBlast and weekend update. So we just got finished. I just walking over right now from the church after celebrating Jesus's resurrection and what it means to us in the burial service for Bob Malley, young guy. You guys remember him from years back, how instrumental he was into the work he did around the church. Great family, those three kids and his wife, Becky. So we continue to pray for that family and the extended family in their loss. It's a really big deal, but we do so with the hope of resurrection, which is a real thing. I did a sermon about how it's sort of like swimming, that when you're in the shallow end, you think you have all the answers because you can walk around, you still feel you have control. But life takes us out into the deep end. And sometimes you have to take a look at what is it that supports us? Where does our hope come from? And that comes from really ultimately the resurrection of Jesus and the work that God does within us to remind us of the truth of that. And it comes from the support of one another. So thank you to everybody who came and helped out last night at the calling hours from 4 to 7. Thank you so much for coming in, the work you did. Thank you for all the people. Amanda, who came up with I don't know where she found so many fans, but somehow we pumped the cool air from the lobby upstairs into the hall. It wasn't perfect, but it was great. So thank you for everybody that did all kinds of work. And then today, all the people that brought food, thank you for that. All the people that helped break down at the end. It was so much easier having 4 or 5 of us at the end. Last night it was just Manda and myself. Happy to do it, but it's great to have more hands make less work. So thank you for everybody who helped out. Thank you especially to the music groups, people who came in impromptu for the choir and for the CWT who did outstanding work today, and for all the ushers that served today. The church, if you weren't there, was pretty much, there might have been a couple of seats left, but it was pretty much packed. And I had at least 4, if not 5 people come up to me and say, what an amazing community. So we come together, even if we're not connected to the person in times of death, because we come together as a community. So thank you for all your help for that. Because some of the folks who were involved in our worship for this Saturday morning, because those are the same folks who are grieving the hardest right now, I have asked to postpone that, and I will give you a next date. We know that in the fall, we'll do that twice a month, but our date for this Saturday at 10 o'clock has been postponed. So we are not having the extended worship setting this Saturday morning. A lot of things have closed down. We have people coming and going on vacation. And so we are just kind of getting ready to ramp up. By the time you get to the second, third week of August, we are just rolling up to September. So enjoy the time off. I'm curious, have you read any good books this summer? I mean, Christian books, sure. Theology books, yeah. But have you read any good books that you really thought had an impact on you? My daughter reads all kinds of stuff. She goes through like a book a week, it seems like. And she just was reading a book on poverty in America and how it comes about and how we sustain it. It's kind of a really fascinating book. So books can be very impactful. So if you get some time off, and you get to do some reading, let me know, what are you reading these days? So anyway, so we have our services at 8 this Sunday and 9:15, and we look forward to you to be there. Our new theme is really that to do great things, we have to go deeper with Jesus. And so we're asking the Lord to give us, as Paul prayed, the strength that comes from the power of the Holy Spirit, so that Christ may dwell in our hearts by faith, so that we can see the heights and the depths and the widths and the breadths of the love of God for us, and get to a place where we believe and know him who can do far more in us than we could ask or imagine. So God bless you guys, and we will hope to see you this week.